Gary Hoey with me, going on tour with Jeff Beck in a few days, something like that. How's things going?
Yeah, things are going great. Real excited about the tour with Jeff Beck. We start in San Francisco, a couple of days, and we're just getting ready to kick it off. But very excited. I've been a fan of Jeff Beck since I was a little kid. I was 14 years old and went to a music store and said, I want to play like Jeff Beck with one of his albums. You know, it goes a long way back.
And you're doing like an acoustic set before Jeff Beck?
Yes, correct. I'm doing an acoustic set to open up the show, which is something different for me because I'm mostly known for my electric playing. But this tour we are going to do acoustic.
Was this Jeff Beck's idea to get you all playing acoustic, or do you have a new album material in acoustic ways?
No, my new album's going to be electric. It's just I think Jeff, I think they wanted something that wasn't loud guitar all night. They wanted to try something different, and they had brought up the idea of me doing a solo thing, and I said, yeah, I'd be happy to do it. So I think it's part of Jeff, and part of his management wanted to try something different, and I was very happy to do it.
And like this, you're going alone on that stage?
Actually, I'm taking my bass player with me, so we're going to kind of do a duo thing where he'll be playing acoustic bass to give me, a little bit of harmony behind what I'm doing. So it actually will be two of us. And
basically, then Jeff Beck comes up at loud volumes and takes the ceiling down after.
Right, correct, exactly. I warm it up. He's going to come out and rip it with some electric, exactly.
And you're doing like guitar clinics too right now. How's that going?
Very, very well. I'm traveling around the country with Fender and doing some clinic workshops around the new American Special Stratocaster and also the new G-Deck 3 amplifier, which is a beautiful new amp. It has 100 presets that come with it where you can jam along, but they're not MIDI files. It's real musicians like Eric Johnson gave us some clips of Dover without the lead. We've got John 5 tracks, Gary Hoey, Keith Urban, Brad Paisley, and a lot of really great session musicians. So it's an awesome amp to jam and play along to.
With this sessions in the clinics, is there much like younger people going to this and showing an interest, becoming a great guitar player?
Yes. There's a lot of young kids coming out to the clinics and just really showing an excitement to play guitar. And I've heard a couple of the young kids playing, and they're playing really good. I think there's a new interest in young musicians trying to become better musicians, practicing hard, working on scales, and I'm seeing a real increase in the young people.
Could this have been, from a Guitar Hero game and Rock Band, that's bringing this new generation again?
I think so. Yeah, I do. I think Guitar Hero, Rock Band. I think it's making kids discover, classic rock. It's making them think that the guitar is cool, and they want to make a transition, from the toy to the real thing. I'm seeing that a lot. Absolutely.
Let me go back into your past here for a minute. I read in your awesome-looking website, and first of all, who does that website? Is it you?
It's actually a couple of guys that I work with, but I do stay very involved in the site. I help them with the design, and so I kind of had a hands-on, but I'm not an actual web designer, though.
That's a really clean-looking website. Really nice layouts.
Thank you very much.
Really, really impressed with it. Now, you auditioned for Ozzy Osbourne in 1988?
Yes.
So basically, how would No Rest for the Wicked be with you on guitar?
No, it would have been pretty wicked. I had a great experience trying out for Ozzy, and I think he gave me a stepstone to move out to Los Angeles after the audition, and I ended up finding my manager, Dave Kaplan, my first manager, and we signed a deal with Warner Brothers in the early '90s. So it was, Ozzy was sort of like my first break at getting to Los Angeles.
And how did you get to go to the audition first?
I'm from Boston, and I was living in Boston, and Ozzy was on a radio tour, talking about looking for a guitar player, and I called the radio station, and I just played my guitar over the phone, and Ozzy heard me play, and he said, "You sound pretty good. Why don't you bring me a demo?" And I brought a demo to the radio station, and he liked a couple of my originals, and about a week later, I got a phone call that Ozzy wanted to fly me out for an audition, and I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. But that's kind of how it happened. He was on the radio.
That was an interesting story you just said. So basically, he's at the station and you phone him up, at the station with a guitar amp already prepared to play?
Exactly, yes. I had a guitar there ready to go with a little amp, and I just threw the phone in front of the amp, and I said, Ozzy, listen to me play, and I played over the phone, and he said, you sound pretty good. Bring me a demo,
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. It was pretty cool.
That's wild.
A dream come true.
So basically, when you're up there, how many other people were against you for the job?
Well, I came in very much toward the end of the auditions when Zakk Wylde and a few others there. It was he had gone over. I think he had auditioned well over 900,000 guitarists. Yeah, I was probably down the last 6 or 7 auditions. That were, it was probably 6 to 7 people left when I went into play.
Well, it must have been a great feeling, just to get down there.
It was. I was a huge fan of Black Sabbath when I was growing up, and Ozzy, and it was a dream, man, just to play with him for even a half hour. It was incredible.
Did your pedal boards and all that stuff change throughout the years, like from 1988 to now?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, back then I was using, a lot of rack gear and a big Bradshaw switching system and all that. Now I just use like a few foot pedals, and I just plug into the amp, pretty straight up.
For Jeff Beck, did you meet him yet?
I haven't met Jeff yet. I met him years ago. I haven't seen him in a long time. But I have met him before, and I haven't seen him in a very long time. It's probably been over 10 years that I haven't seen Jeff. So when I get to the tour, it'll be the first time in a long time we get to see each other. I don't even know if he'll remember, meeting me, but I will see him soon.
You'll get to have your old Jeff Beck group records autographed.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not much people get to open for a legend or meet a legend like that.
Yeah, Jeff Beck, I think he's like the royalty of the guitar. People, I have friends calling me from all over the world, congratulating me and just saying, how did you get the Jeff Beck tour? And he's like the royalty, man. It's unreal.
You're that much closer to royalty, Gary.
Yes, I am. I'm close to royalty.
Any more projects you're going to be doing, coming soon?
Yes, I got a few things coming up. My new album is called Utopia, and it's going to be out in June. My new record is kind of a mixture of instrumental and vocal stuff. Very excited about this new album. I think it came out really well. I also just finished my first instructional DVD with a company called Rock House Method, and my DVD's coming out in about a month. It's a lead guitar instructional video that's coming out. And also just played on a tribute to Les Paul CD that they released, which ironically Jeff Beck is also playing on it, and Steve Vai and Andy Timmons and the Les Paul Trio, and a bunch of other great musicians. And then I ended up recording the song El Becco, which is so funny because when I recorded El Becco, I didn't know I'd end up, playing with Jeff Beck. So that's kind of cool.
Seems like you're a really busy guy, and busy is good.
Yes, definitely busy is good. I don't get a lot of sleep these days, and my wife and 2 kids miss me a lot because I'm always traveling. But my wife supports me a lot with what I do, and she's very happy for me. She's always pushing me to keep going,
Well, I'm happy for you too. A great musician deserves a spot. Any promo videos you're doing more,
Yeah, we're working on a couple of videos now, and we're doing a bunch of, we're getting even a bunch of stuff we're just putting on YouTube, just to kind of let people know what the songs are about, and we're going to be doing, I'm going to be teaching some people how to play some of my songs on YouTube, so that if they want to get the album, they'll already, check out my videos on how to play some of the songs. So we're going to use the YouTube thing to sort of expose people to more the details of the album. Absolutely, they need to come and check out the website, and we do have some free guitar lessons on there. If they want some guitar tips, there's some free tips on there, and I hope to see your listeners out when I'm out on the road. I hope they come up and say hello.
Excellent stuff. Well, Gary, been a pleasure, and
absolutely. Thanks for your time, bro. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.